Hi, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. This video is just a quick update on the meetup scheduled here in Mexico for September 2018. Now, to keep the meetup really Mexican authentic, I have decided to host the meetup in the community I live in. Now, I'm about 30 minutes out of Puerto Vallarta, and I know many of you have been to PV. PV is fabulous, one of my favorite cities in the world. But the reality is, Vallarta is a major tourist destination. They host about 7 million tourists a year, so to call them a tourist trap is a bit of an understatement. Now, with that said, Vallarta is beautiful, and yes, we will visit Vallarta and several other really great communities. But I live in a village called La Cruz de Guanacaxtli, which translates to the cross of Guanacaxtli. I don't know what a Guanacaxtli is, and it's not that easy to spell, so I will include a link so you can check out the village. Now, I do believe that La Cruz de Guanacaxtli is an ideal location for many reasons. One, cost. Cost is a fraction of the price compared to PV. Another thing is, La Cruz de Guanacaxtli is not a tourist destination. Yes, we do have one of the finest marinas in the world, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of super mega yachts parked down there right now with helicopters on top. So La Cruz de Guanacaxtli certainly does attract the rich and famous, and that is not because it's a tourist trap. That's because it is a very authentic Mexican experience. La Cruz de Guanacaxtli is a very traditional Mexican fishing village. Now, the images I'm about to show you certainly display a pretty high-end, polished tourist destination, but the reality is this is a very, very traditional Mexican village, complete with cobblestone dirt roads and chickens running everywhere. I know, isn't that crazy? I live 4 blocks from that beach. Now, I do owe some gratitude actually to Trevor, because had Trevor not been the catastrophic piece of shit loser that he was, I'd probably still be trapped with the piece of shit. But no, this is what the outcome has been for me. This is what 2 years of healing and recovery has led to. And I got nothing but gratitude for where my life is at today, and I certainly want to share this with you guys. The response to my first video has been absolutely fabulous. I've received all kinds of emails from friends here at the channel that want to attend, and I'm telling you, it really got me buzzing. How exciting is that? Now, I've also reached out to our friend David from My Crazy Ex-Narcissistic Girlfriend, and David is also very interested in attending, and bless David's heart. I love his channel. He does great work, and it'd be wonderful to meet David in person. As I'm trying to book entire hotel facilities, I have spoken to several hotel owners now from a range of properties. Properties right on the beach, properties in the village, and properties up on the hill. So I am meeting with these hotel, hostel, and motel owners tomorrow. All have assured me that the entire facility would be available for our group, which is fabulous. So I will be meeting with them tomorrow, and I'm going to have a lot more details. I will do a brief interview with each hotel owner so they can tell you what they offer, what their pricing is, and what types of accommodations are available. So you can choose the accommodation that's best suited for you in a price point that works for you. Now, I'm not looking exclusively at resorts on the beach. I know a lot of us have trouble sleeping, and if you've never stayed on the beach, there's a reason why I don't live on the beach. I certainly did look at some rental options on the beach, but the truth is this: the ocean is very loud, very thunderous, and very crashing. Mexico is an environment where everything is built out of concrete, iron, and glass, so the echoing can be quite bad. bad. So even though you may see a facility that looks really, really charming, please keep that in mind when you're booking. The ocean is crashing all night and the echoing can be quite bad. I'm also planning several low-cost excursions for all of us, talking to bus drivers and talking to Panga owners. Now, Panga owners are going to be what is known as sea taxis. So we can get to one of the sea taxi pickup points and get out to some of the quieter, more private islands as well. In the first video, I also asked if anyone would like to share their story. Please let me know. And we've had some wonderful friends here at the channel who have truly been enlightened through their experience with narcissism, who have stepped up and offered to tell us their story. And I just thought that was wonderful. Now, so many of us have suffered from financial abuse as a result of the narcissists in our life. And I do know that being able to afford to come to a meetup like this is going to be a challenge for a lot of people. In fact, I have been steadily digging myself out of the financial abuse. And if the truth be known, if I didn't live here in La Cruz de Guanacaxtli, I'd have a hell of a time being able to afford to come here. So a very dear friend here at the channel has suggested that we do some type of a fundraiser to help ensure that more people can come. We do have friends here at the channel that are living in their cars, who are living in shelters, etc. And it would be so wonderful if we could help to eliminate some of the suffering for our fellow victims and survivors with a fundraiser. Now, I got nothing in mind yet, but I am working on it. I do believe that you can always get a better ticket price from a travel agent than you can an online source. Though I have been using Flight Hub as kind of a reference point. Now, I did notice during September, you can get a flight out of Canada return for about $500. So that's $250 each way, and that seemed very affordable to me. Flight Hub also is advertising tickets out of Los Angeles for about $300. Now, that's $150 US each way. So that, in my opinion, is very affordable. And considering where you're coming to, I think that could be money well spent. Now, you used to be able to fly in and out of Mexico with a birth certificate. Unfortunately, it's not that way anymore. So you will need a valid passport to get here. Now, I've really been negotiating pretty hard with some of these hotel owners, and I will be able to present accommodations starting at about $15 per night Canadian, and they will go up from there. Now, in my negotiations with the hotels, what I have been able to secure is a deposit and then subsequent monthly payments. So once we have the amount, we'll divide that up into 5 months. You can make the initial payment to me. I will make that payment on your behalf, securing your room, and then we'll pay off your room for you every month through deposits that you make. So this doesn't force anyone to cough up a large sum of money, but allows you to make payments over a period of time. I will tell you, over my lifetime, I've always loved to entertain friends and family in my home, and since the day I met Trevor, all of that stopped, and this is 7 years later. So come hell or high water, we are throwing a cocktail party here at my house, and I am so excited about hosting an event here at my house and welcoming you all to my home. I'm so excited. I'm going to keep you guys updated as I get things nailed down, but so far so good and smooth sailing to the Kim Wilson TV September 2018 meetup here in beautiful Mexico. I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. I hope you guys are having a great narc-free day.